Hey there, and happy Tuesday. So I'm excited about three things and probably more, but those are the things that come to mind. So I'm excited today to kick off Ginger Anderson's virtual stamp party. Hi there, Connie. And with that, number two, what I'm excited about is I'm doing an easy shaker card. A lot of times I'd buy all the sequins and all the fun things to make shaker cards and then always go, you know what, that seems like a lot of work, or I just don't have the time to make use of those. And so those things would kind of get put to the side, and I was always kind of disappointed because I think we all have those accessories and different things excuse me, that we want to put together and then we just never do. And so I'm hoping that today's video will help you get past that by showing you a super easy and fun way to do a shaker card a little bit differently. And the third thing is free shipping tomorrow for 24 hours. So if you're a late owl person, night owl, starting at 1 a.m. our time here in Minnesota, the sale starts and it goes until 1 a.m. Tomorrow night because the sale starts out in Salt Lake City. So that's why it's an hour difference or whatever. So shop all day tomorrow, Wednesday, whenever you can. So the only stipulation is the minimum order amount has to be $50. So if you have a wish list that isn't quite there, maybe chat up with a friend and see if they want their things shipped to one place or the other to get it to $50 for free shipping. And also if you live in Minnesota, it kind of is an additional savings because not only are you saving 10%, which is the normal shipping or the minimum $6.95, you aren't taxed on the shipping because there is no shipping. So in Minnesota, you're saving even more than the 10% because you're not having to pay that additional sales tax as well. Hi, Linda. Hi, Deb. Hi, Mary. So those are my three things. Card number one today for Ginger Anderson's virtual party. Woohoo! It's a shaker card, which is going to be fun, and free shipping tomorrow. I'll be back again with card number two for Ginger's party tomorrow. Just as a reminder, I will remind you about free shipping tomorrow because it'll be even more exciting because it's the day of free shipping tomorrow. Hi there, Cheryl. Let me put down my iPad and I'll show you the card. So here is today's fun shaker card. So see all those fun little sprinkles in there. So it says you melt my heart. So it's using the ice cream bundle suite of products. And hey there, Lisa, good to see you. Let me turn my camera around here and I will show you my workstation so you can get a better view while I make the card. I have to make sure my scissors are out of the way. If they're under my tripod, that's going to end in disaster. Okay, so here is the card. Once again, thanks, Cheryl. So see all those fun little pieces in there. And so once I start making the card, it'll make sense why it's kind of floating everywhere. Sometimes with shaker cards, you have just a portion of the card that has the little shaker pieces in it. You kind of have to build that up. Well, I'm hoping to show you a much simpler way. Like I said, I have all these little sequins that I keep thinking I'm going to make shaker cards with. Now I just want to sit down and make shaker cards like all week. So thanks, Carol. Hi, Joyce. So where I'm getting these products from, this is the stamp set, the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set, and it can be bundled for a 10% savings if you buy the ice cream cone builder punch at the same time. So a lot of times you guys like, just tell me how much it is on the video. $31.50, which is a good price for both the punch and the stamp set together if bundled and purchased together. And lots of sentiments, lots of images in the stamp set. So I think that is a really good deal. And then if you're wondering where that's at, it's the mini catalog on pages 48 and 49. So lots of fun samples here using that. And then what I'm using out of the suite is the stamp set, the punch, and then these fun sprinkles. That's how we're going to make our shaker card. And then all this fun designer series paper here too. Thought about using this ribbon. I'll kind of lay it on top of the project later if I remember. I always hope that I remember when I have alternate stuff to show you so you can kind of see how that looks on there. For a while this was back ordered, but it is back in stock. So I'd like to let you know that too. And then the cute ice cream paper, you see me using it. And even since I have it kind of behind me, last week I made this baby card as one of the 10 Stamp Camp samples for March, and that comes from the Sweet Ice Cream bundle here, those stripes. Hi there, Donna. So I always like to kind of remind you of things that maybe it's like, oh, I don't need it for that. But now that you see another card, maybe it's like, oh, I can use that and that. So today I'm using all these fun pieces of the ice cream cones, but I've also shown you this before. There's fun popsicles and just pieces like this that you can punch out to make your own ice cream cones out of there. I can't wait to use these polka dots. If you know me, I love polka dots, more stripes, but most of this package I have already used up because I love it so much. And then the fun part too is that once I cut these down for today's card, the back side is a great waffle cone. So that's what I'm using, is this back side for the base of my waffle cone, ice cream cone for the card. Hi there, Donna, Sue. Donna and Sue and Connie, there we go. Okay, let me put the stamp set away here too. So to start assembling my shaker card, and a bunch of you just popped on, like Brenda there, I'm just going to show you the card here quick. This is what I'm making. So for the card base, I'm going to start with, these are all my pieces here today, mostly purple posy and white, and then I'm just highlighting that ice cream corner designer series paper. So my card base today is purple posy, folded the long way in half at 5 1/2 to fold that way. So that's that light purple that is retiring May 3rd, if not before, if they run out. So keep that in mind. And this pairs up perfectly with some of these cute ice cream scoops here. So that's why I thought that would be a fun color for that. So before I put this layer on, this is how we're going to build the shaker card. So in the annual catalog with the kind of envelopes and different kind of specialty papers, they have clear envelopes back on that page in the accessories. So I'm just going to use one of these, and sometimes people are like, I never even knew Stampin' Up! Had clear envelopes. And I used to use tons of these when I would go to Stampin' Up! Events, because we'd always put our swaps in them, and it made swapping cards so much easier. It protects your card. A full card will fit in here, and then you can just seal it shut, and keeps your card safe from fingerprints or embellishments knocking off and such. And then even when you're swapping, they just glide in between each envelope too, versus sometimes if you have a whole bunch of cards, ribbons and different layers will just stick to each other. So these are great for that. So they are the clear envelopes. So I'm just going to take this, and I want the adhesive part of this flap to seal here on the back side. So the pretty side I'm going to put on the front here like so. And before I get too far, don't think I'm a genius, because I think this card is genius. I'm casing this from Rosemarie Gonzalez. She's a fellow demonstrator, and she did this presentation for one of our demonstrator training things that I normally would get to go to, but it was held virtually this year. And so she made this card, and I thought this is just brilliant. So I'm going to put this 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece as much against the back side of this envelope and into this corner, so it's tight here and tight there, and then we're going to have this much of a gap around there. So what I'm going to do then is take my Scotch tape dispenser here, and I'm going to fold this down, and actually here's my bone folder here. I'm going to take and just give that a good crease so that it doesn't want to puff or pop. I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape to tape that down, and another one here to tape that down. And so now we have it fitting pretty tight and close to this. And I'm going to do that same thing then with the other side. So you only have to do 2 sides then if you get to that paper in there really tight against the back edge and the side edge. And you can go ahead and after you crease, take and take this little strip off, and then it'll be self-adhesive like so. Sometimes I struggle a little bit if I don't do a good job of getting the air pocket out. Oh shoot, I need to reopen this because I forgot to put the sprinkles in. So now I'll have to really make sure I get that air pocket out. Okay, so this can reseal, you know, I would say at least once if you make a mistake like mine. I'm just so excited to show you guys this. Okay, so before I do that last seal here, I'm going to take the ice cream corner sprinkles. Hi there, Pam. And there's a lot in here. I'm always scared to open these because you know how that is. There's a million in here, but if you spill them, there's 1.5 million pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to take these ice cream sprinkles and just dump some, shake some right into my envelope on the front so that they are on top of my card. Actually, I feel like I got just a hair too many. Sometimes it takes away from the design if there's too many. Okay, that's better. So now I'm going to take out the air in here again, and I shouldn't need to recrease it because I can see the crease in there. And it does feel sticky, but just because I opened it and one of you is going to get this card, I'm going to put an extra piece of Scotch tape on there. So I've got it taped, like I said, here. Oh, one little sprinkle there. And there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sue. Hi, Becky. Okay, so we've got that going there. And now this is ready to be put right on the card. So I'm going to take my seal adhesive here. Want to make sure that it was running because I just put a fresh runner thing in there, and so I want to make sure it's coming out because when the adhesive is clear and so is my envelope, it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm kind of putting a little bit more than I normally would just because this is quite a chunk of layer going on there. Yes, Cheryl, isn't this brilliant? Like I said, I was so excited to show you guys this, and I've kind of been putting it off, kind of a little intimidated. But then when I made the card, it was like, man, this comes together fast, and you guys have to know about this. So it kind of adds a little bit of glitz because like maybe the camera doesn't show justice on this, but because it's in the cello bag, it kind of makes this whole layer of the Fun DSP kind of has a little shimmer shine to it that way. But now all the sprinkles are trapped in that clear envelope that the DSP is in. Thanks, Sue. Hi, Jane. So for my focal point next, I'm going to make this You Melt My Heart. And I'm just going to run through using my layering circles framelits. I don't know if anybody's layering circles framelits looks like mine, but I have all of these minus the one I'm using. So there's a lot when you get like layering circles, layering ovals, layering squares. Know that it is a great value to get that collection. So what I'm using is the one that has kind of the next size bigger than my 2-inch circle punch. So I kind of just line it up and go, you know what, that's about the matting that I want it to be. So that works out well. So I'm just going to take a little strip here of purple posy. Here's my thing, and run that through. And that's the only thing I'm using my Big Shot for today. Whoops. Kind of want to scoot on my paper. Okay. And then that's going to pop out. This isn't stitched or anything, but I just kind of liked that oval look to it. I could have done just the next size bigger circle as well, and that would have looked fine too. So I have that piece ready to go. And then the next piece that I'm going to work on is that 2-inch circle punch. Carol, I can order you that ice cream paper. Let me know if you want that sent to you or if you want me to bring it to the retreat, because either of that works. Yes, Linda, isn't this a great idea to make a simpler shaker card? Like I said, how many of us have bought the sprinkles, bought all the accessories, and just aren't making the shaker cards because they are a little bit messier, they are a little bit more time consuming and such. So like I said, I'm just excited to show you a different way that makes it so much more convenient. So with my 2-inch circle punch, I am going to open up my Bermuda Bay ink pad here and ink up my stamp that says, You Melt My Heart. And I want to get that kind of over as close to the edge as possible so that we have room for the ice cream cone. So we have You Melt My Heart there. And I'm also going to set that aside and open up my Pool Party ink pad here. And that's going to be kind of a lighter tone than my Bermuda Bay. That's going to be my, whoops, put that right in my ink pad. So that's going to be for my ice cream cone here. And before I punch that out, I'm going to put some just little dots that come in that stamp set. And this kind of fits the curve right in there so that it fits that ice cream cone top perfect. And then of course we have the fun ice cream cone builder punch. So you have both the bottom and the top, and of course you can make as many scoops as you want it to be too. So oh good, Carol, I will get that taken care of for you and bring that right along for you. All right, so I'm going to feed this in, and like I said, this is the same designer series paper. This is what I'm using for the front part, and the back side has this pattern, which is great for a waffle cone. So I'm just going to stick that in the punch and punch that out. And now this ice cream cone is ready to be fed into the other part of the punch. Like so. Got that lined up, and that's going to punch out. And for those of you that love Disney, these make great Minnie and Mickey little embellishments too. So I like to advertise that it can be used for more than just making ice cream cones. And who knows, maybe someday I will make one of those for you. All right, so I'm going to set my stamping mat aside, and my paper I think I'm done with. And so I'm just ready to adhere this onto here. Oops, like so. And normally I wouldn't put these colors together, the purple posy and the Bermuda Bay, but it's fun with this kind of busy background and all the sprinkles, how that just kind of looks festive together. And then I'm going to just take some more of my seal here. I want to make sure I get a fair amount, and this will stick really well now to this envelope, this clear envelope. I'm going to kind of scoot it right to about here. And now I'm going to flip over both pieces of my ice cream cone and grab some dimensionals. So I only need, I'm going to stick 2 on there so it sticks well. I was going to say you could only need 1 to get by, but with it being kind of that shinier surface, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on there and just kind of put that at an angle next to You Melt My Heart. And then for my next piece, trying to think if I want to put, yeah, I'll put a dimensional over there. I didn't know if it would be lopsided, but I think it'll be even more lopsided if I don't put it on. So I'm going to kind of cover this little guy here. It almost looks like it'd make a great Pac-Man too, if you're into that. The little ghost on this side. All right, so that I'm going to put right up against there, and then those colors coordinate with the dots from there and the sentiment You Melt My Heart. So once again, we've got all that stuff hanging out for the sprinkles. And then what I want to add for my extra embellishment, of course I don't want to add any more like rhinestones or whatever with that going on, but I do want to add ribbon that I think would be fun. So today I'm using, if it comes out here, my Pool Party sheer ribbon. So that's in the annual catalog there. Pool Party, here we go, sheer ribbon. There we go. And it's part of that whale suite. So if you remember the cute whale punch and all that, this is part of that suite. And then this is going to match the ice cream there. That's both on the designer series paper and the cone that I made. So I'm just going to wrap this around that and tie a knot. You guys know me, I'm not going for a bow today either. Knots are really easy and the point comes across great, and that's almost just as easy as the shaker card, right? And let me grab my ribbon cutting scissor here and just slice that off at an angle and that off at an angle. like so. Oh, and here's that other ribbon that I mentioned I wanted to try using. And this is part of the ice cream suite. It's Blackberry Bliss in color, and it is striped ribbon, but it's kind of that sheer look there too, which is really nice, easy to work with and tie and such. So that would have been fun to put on the card as well. Let me maybe put it by itself so you can see that, because it matches a lot of the coloring in there. But I just thought that this was a better match with the ice cream that I was making today. So that's why I went with that. But know that that is an option for my purple fans, and I know I've got a lot of purple fans. And then next, I'm going to need my mat to finish the inside. There's a nice big happy birthday sentiment. And when I mean big, like it's a really nice size. And that sentiment is in that stamp set with all the ice cream stuff. So I'm going to put that across the long way and add some more of those same dots that I used on my ice cream. So these dots now become these dots for the inside of the card. And I can put some adhesive on there. Thanks, Becky. Yeah, I just thought, oh, sometimes I like to do like one special card for my hostesses. Something like this is a little intense when I make several of them for Stamp Camp cards. But I like to spoil my hostesses and those that order from those events a little bit with something kind of fun like that. So I thought this is a good time to do this because there's some fun sprinkles out there. So I love how this Bermuda Bay color pops for the inside of this card with the purple posy. And there again is our front side of our little shaker card there. And Ginger just popped on. Ginger is our hostess. So I'm just wrapping up your first card, Ginger. Here it is, the shaker card. And people are loving it so far. I hope you do too. So let me get the camera turned around. Here's Ginger's code, her I was going to say digit, but it's numbers and letters. That's her host code there, but I will also be posting it with the still shot of the card. Hi there, Sharon. Okay, so like I said, today is card number 1 for Ginger's virtual party, and I will be posting the still shot, and that will also have her host code with it. As soon as I get done here, I'll take the picture and get that posted with all the accessories listed of what I use to make it for inks and cardstock and all of that. Thank you, Julie. So that is card number 1, and how you can get her set of 3 cards. So tomorrow will be card number 2, and the next day card number 3. So I'll do them all in a row. Ginger, that's okay. There's always replay. You can watch it later. So how you can get all 3 of Ginger's cards is if you place an order, minimum 25 for her party, and then you'll get all 3 cards that I make for her party as a thank you from both Ginger and I. But keep in mind, $25 is her minimum to get the cards. Keep in mind, tomorrow's free shipping for orders of $50 or more. So you might want to rethink, but after today's card, now everybody's going to write sprinkles on their order wish list. Or maybe not. Maybe if you're like me, you have sprinkles in your accessories that have just been sitting here waiting for just this more simple idea on how to make a shaker card too. So yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. And tomorrow I'm kind of going to be in and out, but I will definitely be checking often. So if anybody has trouble ordering or wants me to order for them with the free shipping promotion, let me know. It is just a one-day deal, so that's why I want to check in often. Just tomorrow, Wednesday, free shipping on orders over 50. So you'll hear me say it often because nobody likes to pay shipping, and anytime Stampin' Up! Has that promotion, I really kind of go crazy with it myself. So have a good evening, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.